SVRA's race director. Welcome to Mid-Ohio, the favorite driver's track. Thanks for choosing to race with the SVRA. We appreciate your support. Be sure you're using the schedule you got at registration. Things do change last minute due to entry shifts. Destroy the one you're bringing from home. Make sure you're using that one that you got from registration. Things do change, please. Don't miss a session and watch what's out on track to keep yourself on time. All drivers and crew must register before entering the paddock. SVRA and IGT trucks will stage at the usual gate 3 entrance. We're going to be doing staggered load-ins at Mid-Ohio this year to avoid some congestion. Registration for early load-in garage tenants will be at 7:30. They'll be moving into load-in between 8:30 and 11:30 for the garage tenants. All remaining SVRA and IGT competitors may register from 8:30 to 6 p.m. General load-in lanes will begin moving at 12 o'clock. Gates will close at 6 p.m. There's no power in the Mid-Ohio paddock. Plan accordingly with generators and plywood if you're out in the grass. All crew streetcars and motorhomes that are not towing a trailer must park in the lot next to the upper paddock lot in the grass or on the gravel access roads. It's a fairly flat space there and the walk is short. Our paddocks will be very crowded with race rigs alone. Signs will direct you to that paddock location. Thank you for your compliance. It's going to be a real challenge. This paddock is small, race rigs are getting bigger. Please be patient with us. We'll need a little extra time to get you all settled in for the weekend. I'll try and park as many race rigs as I can on paving as space allows. Test day. Do not need to go through tech to get on track for test day, but you do need to get your car inspected sometime Thursday so you can get out on for Friday practice. Bring your car for inspection without the removable body panels. Please limit the number of crew you're bringing to tech. Please do not wait until the end of the day as the lines get long and we all want to get a beer and relax on that tech day. Tech is in garages 7 and 8. It'll be open at 7:30 a.m. and is functioning until 5 p.m. Thursday and throughout the weekend. The end of the line closes at 4:30. This has become an issue, guys. Make sure you're all putting your wristbands on when you go through registration, you drivers. Please put it on when registration gives it to you. We're having to turn some drivers away at the grid lately who do not do this. Please come to the grid wearing your proper wristband. Think about it. Get that wristband on. This is a test day, so let's keep that in mind and be respectful of your fellow racers. Use today to sort out yourself and the car. Go up a corner and save the racing for races. Driver testing in a car today must be registered. Drivers testing in a car today must be registered in that car. No car hopping, please. If you wish to test in a second car, you may do so, but you must register as a co-driver out with registration to be able to do that. Another issue here that's happening on test day. Please find your letter test day sticker in your registration packet and affix it to your car right away. No sticker, no entry. You all get a sticker from registration, A, B, C, D, E, F, whatever it is, and you want to be sure you get that on the car right away. Re-entry into the pit lane is one way out by tech. Off the pit lane is downstream past the podium, one way. Please observe. One way by tech, one way into the paddock by the podium. The first lap of your day. On your first lap out, please take time to locate the corner flag stations. We're going to give you a full course yellow for each first session to help you see where they are. No complaining that you didn't see the yellow flags, guys. When we're talking about flags, the black flag station is at turn 11 here, if you have a map handy. If you see a furrow black at you, keep racing, but change your habits. If you see a full black with your number on it, come in and report to the pit lane black flag station near the paddock exit for a discussion. Time penalties may apply. If you run 4 wheels off during practice or qualifying, you're expected to report in the pit lane for black flag station for a safety check. If you do not, we'll black flag you and require you to come in. It does not apply during the race, only during practice and qualifying. Running the checker is pretty important here, and we've had plenty of this happen too. So don't get caught out there by yourself. We'll show you the checker for practice at turn 11 and at start finish, right here on the front straight. Come in when you first see the checkered flag, using the normal start line for Mid-Ohio on the front straight. Normal start line. Miss checkered flag at the start line will get you the loss of qualifying track time for your fastest lap in qualifying. We are not using the chicane either version of the course. We're using the traditional Mid-Ohio vintage racing course directive. On your cool down lap, please maintain 2/3 race speed to get in and out of the next session on time. Yellow flag means slow down to 2/3 pace. So cautiously slow down. Do not pass. If your momentum carries you past another competitor in the yellow flag zone, give the position back and you will not be penalized. If you do not, you will be black flagged and brought in for a stop and go penalty. We'll do our best to make it an incident be a local yellow so we can keep going. You may race up to the first incident yellow flag. If we go full course yellow, a pace car will be dispatched pick up the leader and prepare for a single file restart. Red flags means the session is stopped. Proceed to the nearest flag station and wait for directives. No passing with a real red flag. Just stop. We'll either go full course black, no passing, the session is over, return to the paddock, or we'll resume a full course yellow and the pace car will pick up the leader to form a single file restart. Please, on a restart, pack up quickly. The longer it takes for you to get all into formation, the shorter your race will be. So let's pack it up, close up, as we get going again behind the pace car. Jumping the start, let's keep it fair, guys. The race will start when the starter begins to move the green flag, not back at the last corner. You have a great view of the starter stand coming around the last corner there. Do not start back there. The start is when the green flag drops. All black flag jumpers and a stop and go penalty will be obsessed. We had some of this at Lime Rock just last weekend, and so I will do that. Blend line is pretty important too. Keep the line on your right to all the way through turn 1. That's going under the bridge. Blend into traffic after the bridge. This applies anytime. You will be black flagged if you cross that blend line, anytime. Oiling is a big issue for us, and we find that it's our biggest time waster. And so if my chief steward sees or a corner worker reports spraying of a car, we're going to meatball you. If it gets any worse, we're going to use what we call our UR oiling signs. And our corner workers have a big UR oiling sign that says it's now unacceptable what's coming out of the back of your car. We want you to stop right there. There are certain sections of the guardrail around the track here in Mid-Ohio that are FI required orange guardrails. That is a space where you can chuck your car into space there. So we want you to stop. If you see a UR oiling sign, stop now. Don't drag your oiling all the way back into the paddock, please. Penalties. I do use the Vintage Motorsports Council penalties for infractions. Over-aggressive driving is no place for us at SVRA. Driving into a corner and dive bombing from too far back to gain a position results in if that results in contact, you'll be penalized. Remember, 85% of the time, the overtaking car is at fault for the contact. My favorite saying here is nobody remembers who won the race, only the guy who wrecked someone else's car. That's very critical in our vintage racing programs here. If you have an avoidable contact in practice or qualifying, you're going to lose your 3 fastest laps. And the race could risk disqualification or loss of driving privileges if it's egregious enough. Be smart, be patient, pick your spots. It's vintage racing, guys. Qualifying. The best lap return of both qualifying sessions will set the grid for feature race 1. The results from feature race 1 sets the grid for feature race 2. If you DNF in feature race 1, don't come looking for me. The results are the results. Grids and results will be displayed at the bottom of the tower in the lower paddock. We want to give you all the track time on the schedule, so please come to the grid belted in and ready to go on track every time you come to the grid. Any latecomers will be directed to the pit lane and will join the race after the green flag drops out on the course. If you're late, you're going to start from the back. Track damage. SVRA cannot continue absorbing the damage fees that are charged by our track partners. Therefore, we'll be passing along the damage cost to you via an invoice sent to your home after the race weekend. This is a pass-through by SVRA. You'll be notified after the incident by me while still at the racetrack. It applies from oil dry to tire walls to all parts of the cost. So please be aware, let's not hit anything. Transponders are available for rent at the tech trailer if yours fails or you don't happen to have one. You'll see in the supplemental regulations attached to the SVRA Mid-Ohio link on the website, golf cart stickers. If you need a golf cart, the golf cart sticker requirement applies only to teams who bring their own golf cart, not to rentals. So if you're renting a golf cart, you don't need the sticker. If you're paging through that supplemental and you'll see that section for acquiring a $100 golf cart sticker, you do need to do that if you're bringing your own golf cart. Track security will be following you around looking for their $100. Sunday night, you may stay overnight out in the staging area where you entered the track property. All rigs must leave the paved paddock by 10 p.m. Sunday evening. There is an IndyCar test first thing Monday morning. So we've got to be out of there, guys. And so get out by 10 o'clock for teardown. Get out there. If you don't want to leave till the next morning, that's fine. Just get back out in the staging lot and wait out there. For this meeting, helmet stickers are no longer required. I'll be checking our email login records to ensure who's viewed this meeting online. The Enduro meeting will be on Friday, June 25th at 12:15 in the lower level of the tower, at the tower, base of the tower in the paddock. There will be a repeat viewing of this meeting at 7:30 Thursday and Friday at Garage 8 and runs all day. If you've missed it or you have a friend that you want to tell, go take a look. Thank you all for coming and enjoying the sport. The turnout's been pretty good. Let's have a safe and fun weekend. See you at Mid-Ohio. Let's hope it doesn't rain.